Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna trick will rankle Lee while Liam makes a remarriage plea to Hope. At Brook Place, Liam wouldn't want to waste another alternate when it comes to pursuing his happy ending. Now that Liam knows Hope is the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with, he'll propose to her with total confidence. Liam and Hope have a history of botching their relationship, but he'll suppose they're past all the drama now. Hope and Liam still love each other deeply, so Liam will want to put a ring on it and start living happily ever later. It took quite a while to reach this point, but it seems Liam and Hope are eventually on the same runner. Hope is poised to accept Liam's marriage offer soon, so Beth will also get updates on their marriage plans and joyful family reunion news. Cleric and Taylor will feel a glamorous pull as they connect indeed more. After Cleric turns the tables and plays Doc to Taylor, major sparks will fly and could lead to them locking lips. Lee will make an appearance in Monday's show, so this could give her a chance to lash out over Luna's rearmost trick. Like Bill, Lee may assume Luna arranged for her own black eye and argue that it's just more manipulation. There was a time when Lee allowed Luna could find redemption, but those days are long gone. Lee has completely turned against Luna, so she may make that clear to Finn and Steffi as she remains repentant for her part in Luna's rearmost round of mayhem. Luna has been getting some angry callers behind bars, so Lee may be coming on the list. It's easy to imagine Lee showing up to taunt Luna and advise that captivity is where she truly belongs anyhow of how numerous shiners she gets. Luna will continue to whine about her baby being at threat, but Lee may contend this is just another bone of her numbers and nothing further. Hope will make a life-changing choice while Elector fury erupts. Cleric will also engage in some parlous jest. Liam just how important he's laying on their future. Although Liam has been known to blin in the history, he'll work to move Hope that she's the only one for him now. Hope made miscalculations of her own along the way, but she also seems ready to completely open her heart to Liam again. It's been a long road back to this reunion, but Liam will ask Hope to marry him, for keeps this time. Hope will ultimately head to the Forrester Exchange for a meeting with Electra, Ivy, Daphne, and Deke. Deke will use this occasion to introduce Remy to everyone and summon him into the exchange, too. Deke wouldn't realize Electra formally knows Remy far too well. Electra's about to put Remy on full blast for the deepfake horror that reared her life further than formerly. Remy also hunted Electra down and scarified her until Will came to her deliverance. Ivy knows what Electra's been through and will rip into Remy as well, so Deke's about to hear some horror stories and could leave Remy over everything he learns. Remy will contend he's changed, but Deke will still struggle with all the awful news he receives. Cleric strengthened his bond with Taylor thanks to all the advice she's been giving him. Cleric will try to help Taylor get over Ridge too, so that'll leave them in parlous home. Taylor and Deacon will move by near, so is a lip cinch coming up between them? Taylor may eventually come to her senses and realize this is unhappy jest. Considering Cleric is her case, Cleric might consider working effects out with Sheila, but will studies of Taylor and his new pining for her loiter in the reverse of his mind? Of course, there could soon be some new Luna developments as well since she's determined to worm her way out of captivity again. Will Luna pull another trick as part of her plan soon? Steffi will no doubt keep venting to Finn and contend that Luna must remain behind bars. Liam and Hope may concentrate on their marriage plans. This will be a joyous time for the reunited couple, Bone, that they'll share with their inversely pleased son, Beth. Beth will be over the moon when she finds out her parents are getting wedded again, so let's stopgap some lovable family scenes with Hope and Liam are on the way. Ridge may get updates on Cleric smelling around Taylor and grow angry as a result. Deacon and Ridge are bound to have some showdowns in store sooner or laterly. Back with Remy, he may fight for Deke and try to prove he's a different person these days. Still, that could rock the boat in his new fellowship with Electra and produce trouble with his platoon at Forrester Creations, if Deke is willing to give Remy another chance. We've got the answer to why Hope, Liam and Steffi love triangle is officially over, at least for now. Steffi and Hope spent numerous times fighting over Liam, who fudged between them more times than we can count. It helped when Finn was brought on as a love interest for Steffi, but there have still been moments where toyed and played up Liam's deep connection to her. It seems like the show's shutting the door on any kind of romantic vibe between Steffi and Liam. Although Liam and Steffi will always be linked as Kelly parents, their bond will hopefully remain platonic now that Liam's going each in on Hope. They're heading in that direction. They're chancing their way back to each other. And I really hope, and I suppose I indeed believe, that it'll stick this time, at least for some non-trivial quantum of time, Clifton said. It's great news that indeed Clifton believes Liam and Hope are really going to make it work this time around. Clifton talked about the trip that both characters have been on, as well as the epiphanies, assignments, and precedence shifts they've faced. Hope and Liam have grown a lot since the last time they were together. That fake excrescence extremity really shook Liam and Hope up, so they've learned they can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to their family with Beth. It's nearly time to put that family back together and grant Beth her want of having reunited parents. Cleric choice will outrage Sheila, while Deke has a question for Remy. Now that Deke has been hired for Hope Line at Forrester Creations, Remy will be thrilled for him. This is Deke's dream, so Remy will want to be probative and give his swain plenitude of praise. Remy will fret over the secret he's keeping and how that could affect his relationship. Since Remy is adamant that Deke shouldn't mention his name around the office, Deke is curious about why. Remy will stand his ground on Deke leaving his name out of effects, so Deke will ask why. We'll see Deke put Remy through a grilling session and contend if there's some connection he's missing, also he needs to know what it is. Deke will want the verity if there's commodity he needs to know about Remy and Forrester, but Remy will argue that Deke shouldn't worry about him. Remy will contend moment is about Deke and his unborn rather, so he'll give him a kiss and supposedly shoot Deke off for his first sanctioned day on the job. Sheila will ambush Cleric at Il Giardino and supplicate him not to push her down. Although Sheila will want a chance to fix their marriage, Cleric still won't be sure that's possible. Rather of sticking around and fastening on repairing the damage, Cleric will run off to Taylor for another remedy session. That decision wouldn't go over well with Sheila now that she views Taylor as a trouble to their relationship. It sounds like Sheila will end up furious while Cleric heads back to Taylor's office, where she'll give him some good advice in the coming occurrences. We will be eager to see what's ahead in Luna, but they may have to stay a bit longer. Luna just arranged her own attack behind bars, but her victim act in the fate may not play out until laterally this week. Luna will keep trying to manipulate the situation and worm her way out of captivity. Luna's cellmate granted her beating request after Bill denied Luna's freedom. Steffi captivity visit continued. Luna suggested she'd be concentrated on Will and her baby when she got out, not Steffi. Steffi was adamant that Luna was going to remain behind bars ever, but Luna didn't believe Bill would let his grandchild be born there. Steffi didn't suppose Luna really knew Bill and was induced Luna would stay locked up. Bill assured Will and Katie that he'd been working with a counsel on the guardianship case, which wouldn't be an easy palm. Bill claimed that once the baby was born, Luna would no longer have any contact. Luna was formally again dissatisfied to learn her coming caller was Aunt Will. It was Bill rather, since he wanted to let Luna know her baby would be taken from her while she was left there to rot. Leaving Luna in captivity was what Bill should have done in the first place, so he reflected on what a mistake he made when he tried to see redemption in her. Bill reminded Luna of all the power and connections he used to get her out of the slammer ahead. Bill planned to use that same influence to make sure Luna stayed a internee. Luna was in gashes and called out to Bill as he left, but he refused to offer any help. That's why Luna had to resort to a familiar strategy once she was taken back to her cell. Luna told her cellmate that she demanded her to do it again, however she didn't want to be hit in the stomach. It was clear that Luna set up the former attack behind bars and was now getting her cellmate to do her another favor. The cellmate sounded relatively pleased over the request as she eventually decked Luna. At the Precipice house, Finn gave Taylor and Ridge updates on Steffi running straight to defy Luna after she heard the rearmost news. Steffi ultimately came home for a reunion with Ridge and Taylor, so she talked about her Luna battle and raised her displeasure over Ridge's decision to marry Brooke Logan. Finn latterly enjoyed some alone time with Steffi, which brought plenitude of Luna consolation, a discussion about how much they missed each other and a make-us-chul session. Luna will continue to pull some shady numbers.